Hello everyone, this is Aleksandar from AC Clarinet Tutoring and welcome to another video. Today's video is my second tutorial video on major scales. So the objectives of this tutorial today are to provide a brief overview of what major scales are exactly, and then to demonstrate how to play a few on your clarinet. And please bear in mind that I will be demonstrating on the B flat clarinet. So to get started, you'll find that there are 7 key notes in one scale, with your 8th note being a repeat of your tonic note. So the tonic note is the first note of your scale. For instance, if I assumed that the scale was on a ascending sequence, which you would play normally, then you would start on your C note and you would finish on the C note at an octave above, which is your 8th note. But the 7 principal notes of the scale are C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. It's also important to note that there are semitones that lie in between your 3rd and 4th notes and your 7th and 8th notes. Take, for example, a D major scale. Your 3rd and 4th notes would be F sharp and G, and your 7th and 8th notes would be C sharp and D. And you can tell that the F and the C notes are raised with a sharp. Therefore, there is only a semitone lying in between these notes. If there was a whole tone, then the notes would be F and G and C and D. So, to get started, I'll play you a C major scale, and I've already elaborated what the notes are for that. But I just wanted to say that in your key signature for a C major scale, there are no sharps or flats. Next up is your D major scale. And because your F sharp and C sharp are the notes which are raised, then you have 2 sharps in your key signature. Alright? And the notes are as follows: D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and D. Next up is your E major scale. Your E major scale is a little bit more complex than the C major and D major scales, for the reason that there are 4 sharps in your key signature, which means that 4 of your notes are raised with a sharp. So your notes that have sharps in them are as follows: F sharp, G sharp, C sharp, D sharp. Alright? So 4 sharps. Alternatively, you can play the scale in a slightly more smooth way, whereby you change your fingerings, whereby originally I played this as my C sharp and then this as my D sharp, right? But then if you've played the scale before, you'll notice that it's quite hard to get that exact smooth transition from C sharp to D sharp by doing this, because your finger here has to, switch automatically like that. So instead, what you can do is you can play the C sharp as follows, using this fingering here, and then you can play your D sharp by switching easily from your left finger to your right finger, and then finish on the E note. Let's give it a try. Now again, we can improve that even further, because you may have noticed that I played my B such as this, when we can also play the B note using this fingering, So you can use this fingering to easily transition. So we've even found a better solution for the E major scale. So definitely experiment with your fingerings, because with this new pattern from B, C sharp, D sharp, E, so this key here, you can see that there is a very regular and smooth and really just nice transition between your notes. You avoid the bumps completely. And when you're slurring the scales, you're not tonguing them, but in this case I'm slurring them. When you go to your exam, or even if you just want to perform for yourself or your friends or your family, a simple scale you've learned, or to your teacher, then you really want to do it as smoothly as possible. That's really important, and which is why I'm showing you this pattern, because it will make a huge impact on your clarinet playing. Next up is your F major scale. And your F major scale has one flat in its key signature. So the note which is flattened is the B note, it's a B flat. So the notes in your F major scale are F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, and F. Next up is your G major scale, with one sharp in the key signature, with the F note turning into F sharp. So the notes are G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Now we've got a slightly trickier scale, which is the A major scale, because there are 3 sharps in your key signature. And the notes which are sharpened are C sharp, F sharp, G sharp. So in other words, the C, F, and the G all turn into sharps. Okay, so A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. Lastly, I'll play to you a B major scale, 5 sharps in your key signature, and therefore it can be quite complex because you have to automatically adjust, from a non-sharp note to a sharp note. So it can be a little bit tricky sometimes, but it's definitely doable. So your sharpened notes are C to C sharp, D to D sharp, F to F sharp, G to G sharp, A to A sharp. Okay? Now, remember what I said before about this transition from B to C sharp to D sharp. You want to avoid sort of, messing up your fingers and making a bumpy transition. So I would highly recommend you to start from here. This key down here is your B note, remember? Okay, then we go from B to C sharp, which is this note here, D sharp, then we go to E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, and B. 5 sharps in your key signature. Okay, so those are the major scales that I wanted to cover in today's video. I really hope that this has provided you a foundation for improving your scales and learning some new techniques and learning some new fingering patterns, and also a clearer understanding of what major scales are about. And if you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you guys have a good day.